Hallo, guten Morgen, ich heiße Sommesing und ich bin eure Lehrerin. Und wenn ihr in Klasse 9 seid, Klasse 9 CBSE, und ihr benutzt dieses Buch, Beste Freunde B11, dann ist dieses Video für euch. Okay, heute beginnen wir mit der Lektion 1. Today we are starting with the lesson number 1. It is Allein zu Hause. This is the first page of the first lesson, the page number 8. Okay, and we'll be beginning with the grammar topic, that is Nebensatzkonjunktion wenn. The Nebensatzkonjunktion wenn. Okay, so before we start with the conjunction when, I would like to explain what do we understand by Konnektoren or Konjunktion, and then I will be telling what do we mean by Hauptsatz and Nebensatz. So Konnektor or Konjunktion is a word that joins two sentences. Okay, and these two sentences could be Hauptsatz and Hauptsatz or Hauptsatz and Nebensatz. So Hauptsatz is the main clause, the main sentence that can stand independently. But the Nebensatz is the subordinate clause. It cannot stand alone. It depends on the Hauptsatz for its meaning, for it to be meaningful. It complements the Hauptsatz. So, Hauptsatz and Hauptsatz. This type of conjunctions, the connectors that join two Hauptsatz, that you have learned in your previous grades. And you have learned 5 connectors, which you can remember from the word aduso. Aduso is the short form to remember these 5 connectoren. Okay, so it stands for the first letters of the 5 connectors. A stands for aber, D stands for den, U stands for und, S stands for sondern, and O stands for oder. You know the meanings. Aber means but, den means because, und means and, sondern means rather, and oder means or. So let's quickly see some sentences, some examples with aduso. Okay, aber. Mein Zimmer ist nicht groß, aber hell. My room is not big, but bright. Then with den. Ich gehe nach Hause, denn es ist spät. Okay, I'm going home because it's late. Then with und. Das Zimmer ist hell und es ist ruhig. This room is bright and it is quiet. With sondern, es ist nicht groß, sondern klein. It is not big but small. It is not big, rather small. Last sentence with oder. Ich surfe oder ich schreibe E-Mails. I surf or I write emails. So these are 5 examples with the conjunctions that you already know. These are the type of conjunctions that join Hauptsatz and Hauptsatz. Okay. So here you need to remember a few things. One point is that you separate Hauptsatz and Hauptsatz using a comma except for 2, that is und and oder. In und and oder you do not put any comma. Okay. In rest 3, den, sondern and aber, you do put a comma to separate the Hauptsatz, first Hauptsatz with the second Hauptsatz. Okay. So let's see some more examples. Okay, so one point is a comma, and second point you need to know is that in the second Hauptsatz, if the subject is getting repeated, if you're talking about the same subject, or if the verb is repeated, the same verb, the same action is done in both the Hauptsatz, then you can omit the subject as well as the verb. Okay, except for den. In den, you have to repeat the subject as well as the verb in the second Hauptsatz. Let's see these examples. The first one is, Maria hat viele Hobbys, aber sie treibt keinen Sport. So here Maria is the common subject. So in the second Hauptsatz, we can remove Maria, or we can remove the pronoun for Maria, that is sie. So the sentence will become, Maria hat viele Hobbys, aber treibt keinen Sport. Next example. Maria geht in den Sportverein, denn sie möchte fit sein. So this sentence is with den. So though we are talking about Maria in both the Hauptsatz, okay, Hauptsatz 1 and Hauptsatz 2, but still we will repeat Maria, or the pronoun for her, sie. Okay, so it remains the same. Maria geht in den Sportverein, denn sie möchte fit sein. Next example with und. Here we will not put any comma between the two Hauptsatz, Hauptsatz 1 and Hauptsatz 2. Maria liest gern und sie geht gern ins Theater. Okay, so again Maria is the common subject, so let's remove sie from the Hauptsatz 2. So the sentence becomes Maria liest gern und geht gern ins Theater. Next example. Maria trainiert heute nicht, sondern sie bleibt zu Hause. Again, Maria is a common subject, so let's remove sie from the second Hauptsatz. So the sentence is Maria trainiert heute nicht, sondern bleibt zu Hause. Okay. Now, last example with oder. In oder, we will not put any comma between Hauptsatz 1 and Hauptsatz 2. Okay. Maria möchte joggen und sie möchte schwimmen. So we are talking about Maria in both the Hauptsatz, and the verb is also the same, möchte. So in the second Hauptsatz we'll remove möchte. So we'll remove sie möchte, and the sentence becomes Maria möchte joggen oder schwimmen. Yeah. So when you join Hauptsatz and Hauptsatz, you remember two things. You have to use comma to separate the two Hauptsätze, but not in case of und and oder. No comma when you have und and oder. Second thing is, when the subject and the verb get repeated in the second Hauptsatz, you simply remove them, except for denn. Okay, because when you use denn, then you do not omit the subject and the verb if they are common, then do. So these were some important points when you join your Hauptsatz plus Hauptsatz, okay, using adu so. Now next thing is Hauptsatz plus Nebensatz. So when we are joining Hauptsatz and Nebensatz, there is a difference in the sentence structure compared to Hauptsatz plus Hauptsatz. Okay, so when you make a Hauptsatz, it's like a normal sentence that you have learned. That means, so when I talk about the structure of the sentence, the main thing is the position of the verb. Okay, so in Hauptsatz, the position is always the second position in the sentence. That means immediately after the subject. Okay, that's the position of the verb in a Hauptsatz. But when we talk about Nebensatz, you have to remember that the verb goes at the end of the Nebensatz. Okay, das Verb steht am Ende. So the last position in the sentence, in the Nebensatz, that is the verb. This is the most important thing. Alright, so now let's join a Hauptsatz and Nebensatz. So when we join Hauptsatz and Nebensatz, two of the common conjunctions that you already know are das and weil. Okay, and today to your list we'll be adding one more such conjunction, and that is when. Okay, when. The meaning of das is that, while is because, and the meaning of when is if or in case. Yeah, let's see some examples. First I'll take some one example for das and one for while. So first example is, es ist wichtig, dass du gesund isst. It is important that you eat healthy. Okay, so whenever you have Hauptsatz and Nebensatz, four things you have to remember. First is the comma. You separate the Hauptsatz and Nebensatz using the comma. Second, your Nebensatz will start with the connector or conjunction. Okay, for example, das, weil, wenn. Third thing, that after your connector, immediately after your connector, you'll have the subject. Okay. Last thing, the verb is always at the end of the Nebensatz. The position is the last position of the Nebensatz. These four things are very important when you are using a Nebensatz. Okay. So let's now join Hauptsatz and Nebensatz. Next example is, du musst jeden Tag joggen, weil es gut für die Gesundheit ist. Okay, so the Hauptsatz is, du musst jeden Tag joggen. So the verb is the second position, du musst. Second word is the verb. Then after this you will start your Nebensatz. Before that you put a comma. Okay, After comma, connector, while. After the connector, you have the subject, es, and the verb at the end. So, weil es gut für die Gesundheit ist. Alright? So, I repeat the sentence. Du musst jeden Tag joggen, comma, weil es gut für die Gesundheit ist. Similarly, let's see a sentence that comes from your lesson with wenn. Fabio ruft seine Eltern an, wenn es ein Problem gibt. Okay? Fabio calls his parents in case there is a problem, when there is a problem, if there is a problem. Okay? So the English word when, W-H-E-N, or in case, or if. Okay? So that's what when, W-E-N-N, the German wenn, the conjunction wenn means. Yeah? So Fabio ruft seine Eltern an, wenn es ein Problem gibt. Okay? The Hauptsatz is Fabio ruft seine Eltern an. Then we have the comma and then the connector of wenn, then the subject es and the verb at the end gibt. Alright, so this was Hauptsatz plus Nebensatz. Now one more thing. You can interchange the position of Hauptsatz and Nebensatz. So the examples that we just saw was first the Hauptsatz, then Nebensatz, the second position in the sentence. Yeah. So what we can also do is first the Nebensatz and then the Hauptsatz. In this case, what will happen? There will be no change in the Nebensatz, in the rules of the Nebensatz. That means you begin with the connector, then the subject and the verb at the end. Okay. So the rules for Nebensatz, they remain the same wherever the Nebensatz is. But the change will be in the Hauptsatz. Okay. And again, the position of the verb. Okay. So when the Hauptsatz is after Nebensatz, then the position of the verb is the first position. Okay. So you separate the Nebensatz and the Hauptsatz using a comma, and immediately after comma you will have the conjugated verb of the Hauptsatz. Okay. So let's see the same examples with the Nebensatz first. Dass du gesund isst, comma, ist wichtig. That you eat healthy is important. Okay, so Nebensatz is starting with the connector das, and you have the verb ist, means to eat, at the end of the Nebensatz. Dass du gesund isst, then you have the comma, then again you have the verb of the Hauptsatz, ist wichtig. Okay, so this is the change. The verb of the Hauptsatz moves to the first position. So when you see these type of sentences, that means Neben first and Haupt later, you will see that before the comma you have a verb and after the comma you have a verb. So conjugated verb, comma, another conjugated verb. Okay. So let's see the second sentence. Weil es gut für die Gesundheit ist, musst du jeden Tag joggen. Okay. So weil es gut für die Gesundheit ist, a verb, then you have a comma, and then again you have a verb. Musst du jeden Tag joggen. Then the third example with when. Wenn es ein Problem gibt, comma, ruft Fabio seine Eltern an. When there is a problem, Fabio calls his parents. Okay. So this was all about forming a sentence using the conjunctions that separate Hauptsatz and Nebensatz. And examples of such conjunctions are das, weil, wenn. Okay. Now a few more important things when you are working with Hauptsatz and Nebensatz combination. First, let's see what happens in case of Modalverben. Second, what happens when the Nebensatz is in perfect, the past tense. Third, we'll see what happens in case of trennbare Verben. So we start with the case of Modalverben. So I start with an example. Ich bin der Meinung, dass du immer gesund essen sollst. Okay. So, ich bin der Meinung is the Hauptsatz. Okay. Then we have the Nebensatz starting with das. So, dass du immer gesund essen sollst. So you have two verbs here. One is the main verb, essen, to eat. Second is the modal verb, sollst. Okay, so when you have Modalverben, first you will have the main verb and then you will have the Modalverb. Okay, both together at the end of the Nebensatz, but then Modalverb after the main verb. Okay, one more example I have. Maria kommt später, weil sie noch ihr Fahrrad reparieren muss. Okay, so we have reparieren muss. Reparieren first, the main verb first, and then the modal verb muss after it. But both are at the end of the Nebensatz. Yeah. Okay. Now the next case is perfect, the past tense. So in case of perfect, you will have two verbs. One is the main verb, second is the helping verb. Yeah. So when you have this case, the perfect case, then both the verbs will be at the end of the Nebensatz. Okay, so first the main verb and then the helping verb. So helping verb is at the end of the sentence. So let's see this example. Maria freut sich, weil sie den Ausbildungsplatz bekommen hat. So we have bekommen first and hat after it. So the helping verb goes at the end. And now the last case with trennbaren Verben. The verbs which split into two parts. The first part, the prefix, goes at the end. So in such verbs, what happens? Let's see. So here, normally in a sentence, in a present tense sentence, what you do? You split the trennbares verb and you take the prefix, you put it at the end of a sentence. But here, in case of Nebensatz, you do not split it. You do not split the trennbares verb. Okay? It remains one word. Okay, the trennbares verb remains one word like a normal verb. In the conjugated form, it goes at the end. So let's see this example that I have. Ich weiß, dass der Film gleich anfängt. Okay, anfängt is the conjugated verb. An is not separated, they are one word. Anfängt comes from the verb anfangen. Okay, so whenever you are working with Nebensätze, you do not split the trennbare Verben. You simply conjugate them like a normal verb. Okay. So just the conjugated verb, but both the parts, they remain together like anfängt. So that's about having a Hauptsatz and Nebensatz together in a sentence. So coming back to our lesson number 1, you know the meaning of the new conjunction when, and you know how to use it in a sentence using a comma and the position of the verb in Nebensatz. So now let's see some examples. So we come to the Arbeitsbuch. Okay. Arbeitsbuch of lesson number 1, and that is page number 6. Not the course book, but the Arbeitsbuch. Yeah. So you can come to question number 3. This question says, verbinde die Sätze mit wenn. Okay. So in every part, 2 sentences are given. You have to join them using the conjunction when. So let's see all the 4 examples for the 4 parts. Okay, we'll be joining in both the ways. First the Hauptsatz, then Nebensatz, and first Nebensatz, then Hauptsatz. So the first is, das Wetter ist schön. Wir gehen spazieren. The weather is good. We are going for a walk. Okay, so let's join them. Wir gehen spazieren, wenn das Wetter schön ist. Verb at the end. Okay, and now let's start with the Nebensatz first. Wenn das Wetter schön ist, gehen wir spazieren. Okay, so after the comma, we again have a verb, that is gehen, conjugated verb. Next part, ich habe Freizeit. Ich höre Musik. I have free time. I'm listening to music. Okay, so let's try. Ich höre Musik, wenn ich Freizeit habe. Okay, now let's shift the Nebensatz to the first position. Wenn ich Freizeit habe, höre ich Musik. Okay, now the third part. Wir haben morgen frei. Wir sehen einen Film. Tomorrow we have free time. We will see a movie. Wir sehen einen Film, wenn wir morgen frei haben. And now let's bring the Nebensatz to the first position. Wenn wir morgen frei haben, sehen wir einen Film. Now the last part. Mein Bruder braucht Hilfe. Er kommt zu mir. My brother needs help. He comes to me. Mein Bruder kommt zu mir, wenn er Hilfe braucht. Okay. Now the Nebensatz first. Wenn mein Bruder Hilfe braucht, kommt er zu mir. Okay. So these were some examples with Nebensatz. You can try the question for yourself. I hope you find this video helpful, and I'll be coming soon with my next video for the next grammar topic in the same lesson, that is zu plus Infinitiv. Infinitivsätze. Okay, also vielen Dank und bis gleich.